Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Steel Donut Christmas or Holiday Special. My name is Bob. With me today, I just have Yella.
Good day.
And today we're looking at a free story. Disclaimer right at the top. Yella, you don't know anything about free, do you?
No.
Neither do I. Today we're reading Chirstmas free.
Merry Chirstmas.
Merry Chirstmas to you too. And the description just reads, so everybody gathers around for a nice Christmas party.
Good.
That's it.
That's not the kind of sentence you start with so.
This isn't the type of chapter you start with. Chapter 1, Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Not Christmas. Christmas.
Christmas.
With an N.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm trying to spell my last name, you know, over the phone, I'm like, yeah, N as in Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. No, that's fair.
That's the way I do it.
That makes sense. Christmas Eve, said I as he put the... Oh, God, it immediately gets me. What is this? Okay, so said I as he put decorations up with Nagasa, his bestie.
Okay.
Or should I say,
why is that in quotes?
Bestie.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's a sarcastic bestie.
Mm-hmm. They were all going to stay over at Rin's now that he had gotten a house.
Oh, okay.
I and him lived together as a married couple, even though they weren't.
What do you mean they live together as a married couple? You mean they live together as a couple?
Yeah. They're just, I guess they're just so domestic, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Something.
And I don't know who's saying this. I guess I
think so, yeah. I forgot already what I did for his voice.
You were kind of gruff.
Okay. Hey, Ray-chan, can you help us?
With?
He said while baking cookies with Haru. Putting the star.
No, I have an idea. Why don't we do that at the end? All of us together?
Why is everything you say end in a question mark?
I don't know. I don't understand. So, like, yeah, of course you put the star on top at the end. Mm-hmm. I thought that was, like, normal.
Well, it's also a very good idea.
Okay, well, yeah.
Wow, what a really good idea, Ray-chan. You're really bright. I smile and try to put the last red ball at the top of the tree. Put couldn't.
Yeah, put couldn't, yeah.
Yeah, I hate it when I try something, put couldn't.
No, you never know if the tail goes up or down with a B or a P. It's like,
yeah.
It's easy to mix up.
Mm-hmm. When he was about to trip and fall, someone grabbed him. Jeez, watch out. You wouldn't want to fall and break something.
That sounds like a...
Yeah, that's amazing, right?
Yeah, wow, what a good voice.
I'm sure that's very accurate to the actual anime.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
When he turned around, it was Sosuke. He smiled and thanked him as So put the red ball on the last spot of the Christmas tree.
I'm assuming they mean like a bauble or something? Not just a ball?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we in Dutch, we call it a Christmas ball.
Oh,
you hang in the tree. So, you know, I don't think it's that strange. Also, on the last spot, like there's designated spots on the tree where
there's
you
like a diagram that they have.
It's kind of like the tree kind of like has an inventory system, and you can only put so many decorations on it, or decorations as the case may be.
Decorations, right. Yeah, decorations. In this case, when you've got a Chirstmas tree or a Christmas tree, they're called decorations.
Yeah, then you put them
traditionally.
That's just how it works. Rin saw them and just as he went to Notori and sat next to him holding his hand.
Jeez.
A lot is happening.
Yeah, you're really running through this story without using verbs. Saw them and just
Senpai?
I said to just call me Rin, babe. Said Rin real... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not...
Also, not 1, not 2, not 3. It's 4.
Ooh. Yeah, wow.
Said Rin, really embarrassed as he called him babe for the first time.
You don't know if it's 2 M's or 2 R's. I get that. So, like, you just do double both. That way you make sure you don't miss any. Oh, I missed an A. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Also, I just, like, you don't know if it's double M. God.
M-bars.
M-bars. What is this? Notori felt like he was going to faint, but of course, if he was going to faint, he would have fainted in his lover's arms.
But he didn't.
No, so he didn't, matter. So nothing matters.
So all you really wanted to say was they were in an embrace.
Yeah.
But you had to frame it about fainting, which doesn't matter anyways.
Everybody gather around, said Nagisa as everybody sat in a circle and smiled.
Oh my god, these fucking characters are so boring.
They are. Now what? Said Haru in a boring voice.
Come on, Haru, don't be so cold.
Makoto laughed and Haru just smiled. Can they do anything else?
Yeah,
Can they do?
Please.
You know what? Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. Can they do anything? Can anything happen?
Yeah, anything. Just, I mean, they've spent so long just sitting around. I don't even. Okay, can we just rewind for a second and just understand what's happened so far? Christmas Eve. Can you help us with putting the start? No, let's put it at the end. Oh, okay. Then Senpai, just call me Rin. And then everybody gather around. And then they're about to put the start.
So nothing really happened.
Yawn. Let's just skip to the next section.
Sure. Everybody gathered around and touched the star, but as soon as they all got up, Nagisa and I were the only ones who didn't get to touch it since they were short. What?
Why are they all touching it?
Because they're going to put it in the tree together.
But, like...
really awkwardly.
You don't actually need to all be helping.
It's a very heavy star. It's a miracle the tree... like, it's a Christmas miracle that the tree is even going to stand up by the end of it. They just stood with their faces like this. What?
That's beautiful. Instead of describing their faces, lips pursed, blank stare, anything, you just... Oh, I can't insert a picture, but let me draw one with let me paint a picture with my words, basically. And by that I mean, I'm going to draw an emoticon.
Like what? Like, they could have just said that they stood there with, like, puffed cheeks or something, or pouting, or what have you, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Like you went with, like this... I. Like,
there's nothing that describes their face better than I.
God.
Yeah.
As everybody else laughed. Did I already do anything with Naga? Yes.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, you must have.
Hey, it isn't funny, yelled Nagisa as he giggled too. Soon they all began to eat cookies and tell stories of their past, except Sosuke. He was concertared.
Oh, no.
Sosuke, why? No, Sosuke. Concertared on something else. I, now with only one eye, looked at him and they shared smiles as Rin just looked and bit his bottom lip. I then looked at Rin and gave him an air kiss.
Oh my god.
Rin almost melted.
I almost died.
Don't you see how romantic this is, Bob? Like, this is romance right here. This is how you do it.
Romance is just mindless gestures at each other from across the room when they could be doing something, anything.
Like, it would be more...
Period. That's the end of my sentence. They could be doing something in the story.
Yeah. They stayed at Rin's and had lots of fun.
Oh my god. Why didn't you tell us about that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they had how? What did they do? Did they play games? Did they watch a movie? Like anything?
Yeah, maybe they played Twister. Maybe they boned down. I don't know. They did something that was more fun than just, oh, I'm going to sit on this side of the room and look at you and you're looking at me and, oh my gosh, you're so cute. Oh, I'm so cute. Fucking go. Do something.
Tomorrow was There we go. Tomorrow was Christmas. All of them were going to celebrate till either day was over.
Okay.
Go Mikoshiba and Momo, we're going to bring the cake and other stuff for the party tomorrow.
Cake?
Cake. Christmas cake.
Christmas cake?
Why not?
Christmas party?
Sure.
I mean, I guess a Christmas party kind of... I don't know. I don't associate that stuff with... Like, maybe a work party might have cake. But, like, if I'm just hanging out with my friends on Christmas, we might have a Secret Santa, but I wouldn't do cake.
I mean, maybe you should do cake.
I don't know. I feel like that would make it worse. It makes it sound like we're celebrating something very generic. You know? You have cake at birthday parties, or, like, a graduation party, or, like, you know, a promotion, or a going away party. You know, but, like, Christmas is supposed to be about, like, friendship? So maybe just do friendship-y shit? Like, whatever you like. Like, these people all like to swim. Yeah. I would do, like, a swim thing. That's how they know each other. Presumably. I don't know. I haven't seen the show. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just love cake on the show. Maybe all the fans of Free are gonna ream me for talking shit about cake.
Cake is sacred.
I prefer pie, personally, but cake is fine.
They also had a Secret Santa going on, too. As well, too. So all of them put their gifts under the tree, and Rin and I went to sleep in their bed. Everybody waited for tomorrow. So Rin and I go to bed. Everybody else just falls asleep in the living room.
I'm not sure they fell asleep. They may just sit there in silence, waiting for the next day.
Oh, no. Oh, this is the author.
Hey, guys. Merry Christmas Eve. Tomorrow I'll post another chapter early, if I can, so have a Saftay and Mary.
That's Mary.
Yeah, that's verb. Mary spelled wrong.
That's the verb.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Also, Rin lips his lips. That was a bit of a yard sard right there. Also, Rin lips his lips every time he likes something and bites them when he dislikes or hates something?
So wait, what happened with the lip biting? Because...
What? Usually lip biting is like a sign of like, oh, I'm aroused, I'm attracted.
Yeah.
I looked at him and they shared smiles as Rin just looked and bit his bottom lip.
So Rin really hated the shared smile.
Weird. Okay, that's not what I expected.
Yeah, I was expecting, him to like that.
That's not a common way to express dislike.
Yeah, he should have lipped his lips.
He should have lipped his lip. And bites them when he dislikes or hates something. So yeah, thank you so much for reading my stories. Look forward for the Satori. I'm assuming that's...
something.
That's probably a ship name. Like, I don't know how to thank you. You just don't know?
Just don't know. I don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to thank you enough. I just don't know how to do it at all.
How does one express gratitude?
It's Please like when, explain. Instead of saying, I can't thank you enough, instead people just like to say, I can't thank you. And I'm like, wow, you ungrateful bitch.
I mean, it's not my fault. I am literally
like, fuck
incapable.
You, maybe. Like, fuck you, maybe. Anyways, again, thanks and Merry Christmas. 3. Yeah. Amy Graydon Rose. Amy Rose wrote this.
Amy Rose wrote this.
All right, and breaking Steel Donut Rule 0.
Whoa.
Amy Graydon Rose actually did update when they said they would.
Whoa.
And here we are.
The absolute mad woman.
Chapter 2. Merry Christmas.
I was the last one to wake up. He stretched and yawned. Geez, finally. He heard someone giggle and teased him. When he fixed his eyes, he saw Sosuke standing right in front of him.
I hope his eyes are okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, look at the next sentence.
Oh. I think this is I, so that's me.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yamazaki-senpai. He yelled Abbott and covered himself in embarrassment.
Ooh,
again,
really doubling
down on the embarrassment.
Embarrassment.
But it was too late. Sosuke had the picture of Ai sleeping already saved in his head, so he just gave a small laugh and walked away.
How is that embarrassing?
He saw him sleep.
I mean, like...
Which is more creepy than embarrassing, or embarrassing.
If you saw someone, I don't know, in the bathroom, that could be embarrassing. I can understand that. But at the same time, it's a thing we all do.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, this is not even that.
So, like, I kind of get that. This is one step even further from embarrassing, where it's sleeping. There's nothing strange or gross about sleeping.
Except the gross thing is looking at, just watching someone as they sleep.
That isn't necessarily gross.
I mean, it's weird if you...
It's a little weird. If you're just friends...
Yeah, and you just enter their bedroom.
Well, enter the bed. Ugh.
Oh, that's too.
That's a little worse.
Yeah, no, that's my mistake.
Would you feel okay if you woke up and I was in your bed?
No, because
just watching you sleep.
I would have many questions, and yeah, no.
You wake up and I just whisper, surprise.
I would be very surprised. Let's be real here.
You're like, I'm like on your chest.
I would probably have a heart attack. Then Rin came and sat next to him in bed.
What's wrong? Did Sosuke do anything funny on you?
What?
Question mark, exclamation point.
Do something funny on you?
I'm gonna do a funny on
you. Also, the question mark exclamation point makes it sound like, did Sosuke do anything funny on you? Oh,
yeah, why are you just calm down.
Just take a deep breath.
Chill.
Relax.
Okay.
No, Senpai, he'll never do anything bad.
I hope so. For his own good.
What?
Good one. Is that a goof? Is that a joke?
You see, this is why anime is not a good example of how to interact with your fellow human beings, because you get conversations like this.
I can't imagine this happening in the show Free. Like, there's no way anime taught them that this is how conversation works.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that's not the fault of.
I mean, I can believe that the show might have like some filler episodes where not a lot of plot happens, but like they must have conversations about things, right? Like they have to have
some sort of substance. Probably, yeah, like somebody's a lot.
Like, okay, so let's plot diagram in our minds real quick, just like we did last chapter. So what's happened so far is he woke up and he realized that Sosuke was watching him sleep, and he said, I was watching you sleep. And he goes, no, don't watch me sleep. And then Rin walks in and says, did he do anything? And he says, no. And he goes, good.
Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking murder him.
Good story so far.
I giggled, and that just gave Rin a huge smile. Can they express any other emotion, please?
Hey, a hat are you laughing for, huh?
I'm laughing at the word a hat.
A hat? What? A hat are you doing?
A hat. He got on top of him and started to tickle him until it started to turn serious.
That makes it sound like you started off fun and then became angry.
You just tickled him, and he just laughed. It was all in good fun until you realized, no, wait, I want to hurt him.
They mean that they tickled him until it started to become, like, sexual. And instead it becomes serious. I don't know, weird.
That just seems weird. He began to kiss him all over.
Anger kisses, yeah.
Senpai, we have guests.
So? I could just ask them to leave. Not 1, not 3, not 4. No, not 1, not 3, not 2.
That's rude. Don't do that. Who the hell is this?
Hey, you respect your guest.
A familiar voice said from behind.
Right, because he's hiding.
Yeah, that's how that worked. It was no other than Mikoshiba.
Whoa, Mokuba's in this story?
Yeah, apparently.
Whoa.
Rin stopped and welcomed everybody in just in time to eat lunch and then have the party of their lives.
What the fuck? They were in a bedroom.
Yeah, they welcomed everybody into their bedroom.
So Mikoshiba just wandered into the bedroom?
Yes.
What an asshole.
And then everybody got welcomed.
Hey, respect your guest. How about you respect your host? Don't enter my fucking bedroom.
And then
I'm about to get down and dirty with my significant other, and you just wandered in here. Go back to the snack table, maybe.
And then everybody just gets welcomed into the bedroom.
there's a room for one more, and you're like, no, get out of here.
Fuck off.
I hope you don't mind. I brought my lunch with me. I do mind.
We'll be down. You're
eating fried chicken in my bed. Stop.
Go to the fucking kitchen or some shit.
Can you guys just wait downstairs?
We'll be there in like 5 minutes.
It would have been 10 minutes, but like I'm not in the mood anymore. I just gotta get dressed and Sorry, we'll do this later. God.
Have the party of their lives. Mm-hmm. As soon as the cookies were ready and they all ate up until full, they will all gather around the Christmas tree ready to open their gifts.
Didn't they start on those cookies yesterday?
And they're finally ready.
That is, I mean,
that's some slow baking right there.
For meats, you go slow and low. Not really for cookies.
No, you just bake.
Now I really want to know if you could do that.
Oh, I mean, maybe.
I'll ask some people, if you know anything about baking, feel free to let us know in the comments if slow and low is the way to go with cookies. I'll ask some of my friends who are better at cooking than I am.
Rin had to give eye. What a coincidence!
What does that mean?
Well, I think for the Secret Santa thing is Rin has eye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Rin had to give a present to I.
Mm-hmm.
Period. What a coincidence. But instead, we got that.
I mean, that's kind of this story.
Yeah.
We could have gotten, but instead we got. We could have gotten anything else. Instead, we got this story.
We could have gotten events.
Yeah, things could have happened.
A storyline.
Some sort of plot, even if it's just a kind of a Hallmark Christmas movie kind of deal plot.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, right. That's what went to Sosuke's mind, but thankfully I was giving him something. And the other who he didn't pay attention to, but who cared? As everybody gathered around, they started singing Holy Night / Saw Christmas. Rin was kinda embarrassed.
Now you got it right. You didn't do the double M. That was the issue.
That fixed the word. Also, kinda of.
Yeah.
And so was Sosuke, but then I mentioned, come do it for me. So they started singing. And then we have song lyrics.
Hold up.
Yeah,
so they're doing the one thing that could have been interesting in the story, Secret Santa. And it's like, oh, Rin's giving I a gift. What a coincidence. Yeah, right. And then Sosuke's getting something from I. But then who cares? And they just move on.
Yep.
Why'd you move on?
And we don't even know what those, and the few cases where we know who gave something to whom, we don't know what was given. Like you said, this could have had some interesting, like you could have done something with this, but no, let's just skip this. Just like the other chapter, and then they had a lot of fun. Like, what was that?
Yeah, why don't you tell us the thing that's fun?
The actual events that could have been interesting, you just skip those.
Yeah, I get that you want to write fluff, but for fluff there has to still be a little bit of substance.
There has to still be something happening.
Like, something has to happen that causes us to get the warm, fuzzy feelings inside. You can't just tell us that something happened without telling us what happened. Like, they had a romantic evening, period. That's a summary. That's not the event. You need to describe the romantic evening, or
you need to describe the things that
fun
happened.
They had.
Yeah, you need to describe what they did, what happened, how was it. Like,
there was a 0% chance. There's a 0% chance that we're going to have a warm fuzzy feeling about being told to have a warm fuzzy feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well just say, feel nice. Feel happy.
That's just your story.
That's not helpful. That doesn't make me feel anything.
I feel like that is something that you could find in the Misk books section of fanfiction.net, because everything that is nothing goes there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, then we have, I think this
lyrics.
Is Japanese
lyrics. Yeah, this is Japanese some Japanese song.
I like that there are parts that are in full caps, like to remind us, like this is the English parts.
Yeah.
So we don't pronounce them the way you would pronounce them in Japanese, I guess.
Christmas. Let's just skip
Let's
just not. Like
Let's not butcher the Japanese language. I think that's Japanese. The reason I say that is because I Googled it, and that's what came up.
When they finished, they all clapped and started opening their gifts.
Who are they clapping for? They all sang.
For each other. And started opening their gifts. Oh, finally, we do get some Secret Santa.
No, you can't say, who cares? I just went off on you about... Okay, fuck it. Whatever, let's just go.
Started opening their gifts. Haru gave Rei a new watch, and Makoto gave Nagisa a penguin backpack, and Nagisa gave Makoto some expensive jacket. Just some expensive jacket.
Just someone.
It was so cheap, said Nagisa.
So expensive,
said Makoto.
What does that mean? I don't even understand what the conversation was.
Maybe they have like a wealth gap between them. Like maybe one of them is rich, so
that must be it, right?
Yeah, probably to Nagisa, it's like, oh, this is nothing, and Makoto's like, dude, that's a lot of money, actually.
Maybe it's like a character trait or something. I don't know.
I gave Sosuke a whale shark blanket and a few other accessories. Like blanket accessories? Do you accessorize your blankets? He then stared at I, gave him a kiss on the forehead, and said thanks. Of course, Rin got mad and back I away to him. Yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what's Sosuke doing? I thought they were a couple. Like I and Rin.
Yeah.
Like, what an asshole.
Don't just flirt.
Maybe don't get in there, man. Especially in front of the other person.
Don't just flirt with someone's boyfriend, especially not if you're friends with both of them.
Yeah. Rude, maybe.
Mm-hmm. So Square gave Rin a shark and a duck together to him and a jacket with a shack on it.
I assume that's supposed to be a shark?
I think so. Or maybe they're missing a C.
And I'm also assuming that Sasuke is kind of a shark dude.
Enthusiast.
He likes sharks.
Maybe.
Right? But like I gave him a whale shark.
It's all water, like it's all aquatic animals. So, you know, theming. Swim club.
Alright.
He thanked him and Rei gave Haru a new swim suit.
Okay.
Mikoshiba gave Gao a pearl necklace and Momo gave her pearl earrings. Not earrings, earrings.
Man, like I know I said did you have to tell us what happens, but you don't have to tell us what happens with everyone. Also, unless the story's about all of them, I don't really care.
Also, the way this is written feels like it would have been much nicer to just have it as bullet points, you know?
Yeah.
Just give us a table of who gave who what.
Yeah,
that's like, about as entertaining as this is.
Yeah, like an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, give us a nice spreadsheet. Spreadsheets are like 1,000 times more entertaining than this story.
Maybe we're just too math-oriented, you know?
Maybe. Go gave them both kisses on the cheek. It sure was nothing to the other, but but to them it meant everything.
That's
What does that mean?
I don't know, man. I have no fucking idea.
Rin got a little mad.
Why?
At last, Rin gave out a speech.
Oh. Okay, here we go. I guess I'm giving a speech.
You get to give a speech, Bob, for Christmas.
My Christmas speech. Here we go. You've been there when I needed you the most. I know I haven't been when you needed me, but when I realized that, I bowed down with guilt. I told myself early in life, one day there will be someone who doesn't care about my past because he just wants to be part of my future. Then there was this little boy. He kinda just had my heart, like he just snatched it. Ever since he had my heart, there was nobody worth to think about. I also love the feeling I get when I see you smile. I mean, like, your smile is so warm, it melts my heart. Now that I have you here, I would like to know if I could marry you.
What?
That was very awkward.
That's a really awkward proposal. What the hell,
yeah, like,
man?
it started off alright. You know, like, one day someone won't care about my past.
Yeah, sure.
Although, it's a little weird that, like, even, I assume, as a child, you were saying, someone will forget about will not care about my past because you met a little boy who I assume, again, you're not dating a child now.
No, you're...
So then you're both...
someone of your own age. I'm pretty sure they're, like, at most a year apart, maybe.
Right? Like, they're supposed to be in high school.
Yeah.
Rin is 17.
Uh-huh.
And I is 16. Okay, so...
yeah, so a year apart.
Right? So then, I don't know how long they've known each other. In this story, they're together, so I assume they're maybe, like... they've known each other for a while.
Yeah.
But, like... maybe a little boy, he just means it in, like, a cute way, but that's gross.
That's kind of gross.
That's weird.
Please don't do that.
And then I think, wouldn't it be better to just say, like, will you marry me? Instead of, now that I have you here, I would like to know if I could marry you.
Yeah, like, come on, just ask, will you marry me? Just get on your knee, open a box, like, pull out all the cliches. You know, those cliches exist for reasons because they usually work.
And not only do they usually work, but, like, people kind of like the clichéness.
Yeah,
right? Like,
of those things. Like,
the fact that it's cliche makes it more embarrassing to do it a little bit, right? And that makes it all the more meaningful when you do it.
Yeah, because
right?
you're willing to...
that's why people like big showy gestures, you know? Like, it's like, wow, you care so much that you're willing to throw away what other people think. You know, it's like the classic scene of, like, you know, he's holding the boombox up, you know, standing outside the window. Like, he could obviously have just sent her a song.
Yeah.
He could have handed her a CD and said, listen to this. But that's not the point.
No.
The point is that he's making a big showy gesture.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, making it all, like, I mean, I don't know. He does kneel. He does get on one. Well, it says he kneels over. That's not the same thing as getting on a knee.
Let me just read that, actually. He kneels over I.
That's weird.
And opens a box with 2 rings in it.
That's double weird.
That's not how that goes.
Are you proposing to yourself?
You only get the 1 ring for the other person.
Yeah.
I was crying and he happily accepts. I mean, what are you accepting? There was nothing for you to accept.
Both rings.
There. Oh, both rings.
1 for each hand.
Yeah. Everybody clapped because of course they fucking did. I mean, to be fair, if there's like the real, like, public, like, you know, proposal, then usually people applaud after the yes, because, you know, that's what you do. Because it's like,
how fucking weird is it? How fucking weird is it that, like, Sasuke was flirting with Ai like a minute ago?
Yeah, and now all of a sudden
they're engaged.
Rin is like fucking proposing to Ai. That's
you think that's cute? Well, check this out, and, like, one-ups them by proposing. That has to be the best reason to propose.
The ultimate gift.
Yeah.
And some of them were crying.
Where crying?
Where crying? Like Nagisa and Momo. So that's just how it ended.
That's just how it ended, huh?
Yeah, everybody just fucking suddenly died. It's so weird.
Like, 2 chapters, nothing happens for all of it. And then at the very end,
proposal.
Speech, proposal,
really weird
says
proposal.
Yes, the end.
Like, fuck, you could have done if you just had if you just do a proposal thing, you can make something more substantial than this entire damn story.
It was so fucking boring. Like, there was no fucking
this story,
plot.
Like,
there
this
were no
story
events.
Is basically if you took the plot line of this is something that you could very feasibly turn into a nice piece of fluff if you're into that.
Yeah.
But then we got this instead.
It was just so fucking nothing. Nothing happened. You didn't describe any of the fluff.
Even in terms of fluff standards, there is exactly too little substance here.
Yeah, there's nothing. I'm not a fan of fluff, but if you wanted to write fluff, that's fine.
This
you
is
can
not
do
how
that.
you do
this
it,
isn't
though.
it. This
No.
isn't fluff.
This is not
nothing.
even fluff. This is barely air.
This is a summary of fluff.
We just stared into the void, and there was literally nothing there, because it's the void.
The void didn't even look back at us. It's like
No.
there's nothing there at all.
And you know what, Bob? You know what, Bob? Isn't that really all Christmas is about?
That's what it's about. That's what the holiday season is about.
Absolutely nothing. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, happy, whatever, fucking, I don't care.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you have something you'd like for us to read, feel free to leave a link down in the comments below. We also have a public Discord server, link in the description, which you can join if you're so inclined, and requests can also be left there in the requests channel. Thanks again for watching, and do have a nice day.